Sandra Bookman in today for Liz. We're going to begin this afternoon with that deadly hit and run in the Bronx. A 69-year-old woman was behind the wheel of her car on River Avenue when a BMW slammed into her vehicle.
Police are now looking for the driver and at least one other person who ran from the scene. Officers also say they found stolen catalytic converters in the trunk of the car. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon live in the concourse section with more. Sonia.
David, police are looking for at least 2 people who fled from that vehicle, ditching a BMW full of stolen catalytic converters early this morning after crashing into the Mitsubishi. Behind me, you can see they're towing it right now. It was driven by a woman who had the green light, and these young men who ran from this had run a red light and were clearly speeding. As police investigated the multiple crimes involved in this devastating crash, people stopped and watched. Some moved to tears.
My heart goes out to this family.
It's kind of crazy, you know. It could be somebody's mother.
The 69-year-old woman who had been driving this mangled Mitsubishi died at Lincoln Hospital of the injuries from the impact of the speeding BMW that blew the red light on East 161st Street and T-boned her car on River Avenue, sending it spinning and stopping right in front of Yankee Stadium.
They were speeding. She was coming across, and they hit it so hard, everything happened so fast.
Eyewitness Moses Taylor says what did not happen fast was getting the woman out. The driver's side was so badly crushed, it took a while to pry the doors off.
The lady was just in there. Everybody's just talking. Ambulance didn't come yet, and by the time they came, they still didn't cut it open, and they was working on why they was trying to cut it open. It took them 45,
but they were trying.
Yes, but it took them like 45 minutes to cut that open.
Inside the BMW, 12 stolen catalytic converters cut from Kias and Hyundais, according to police.
Catalytic converter theft is a growing issue, not just in New York City, but across the country. Right, the raw metals in there have some really heavy street value. In
fact, the thefts have increased citywide this year by 269% compared with this time last year. The BMW, which itself was not stolen and had a real license plate inside, was taped off as a crime scene in itself, finally loaded up on a flatbed and towed away about 9 hours after the deadly crash.
Greatest detectives in the world are out there doing what they do best. They're out there interviewing witnesses. They're collecting video. And again, we will arrest the persons responsible for it.
Now, some of the video that police have been looking at is actually from Yankee Stadium. Police say the stadium, which is not hosting a home game today, has some video that has been very helpful. Detectives from auto crimes and homicide have been on this scene all day, and they have just identified the victim. They say her name was Kathy Garcia, and she lived very nearby.